Hey traders, welcome to today market focus. If you are wondering where NFP is going to deliver to tomorrow, then you are at the right place. Once again, welcome to my channel. And if this is the first time you are stumbling on this channel, do like and subscribe and ask any question you want and any other pair you would like me to talk about. So, not wasting our time, let's dive into the market. Today video is going to be simple and short because what we call out yesterday did happen perfectly, if not exactly, but yeah, it did shows us what to expect. Now everybody, all traders will be wondering what could possibly be the directional bias for NFP. Now I'm saying this with not with a total uncertainty, with total certainty that tomorrow is going to be bullish for dollar, sorry, it's going to be bullish for EU and bearish for the dollar. Now the month is a bearish month for the DXY and is a bullish month for EU. But anyway, let's see. And if you've been keeping up with this video, you know I've already told you guys that euro is likely to be a bullish, it's more likely to be bullish on the month. So if that is going to be the case for us tomorrow, then EU have to begin, sorry, NFP has to begin with that move. It has to show us the move. So stop wasting your time and uh, stop wasting your time and your resources going up and down. There are certain things that derive this, that deliver this market algorithmically. There are certain circumstances that you have to note. Over time, with the experience I've gotten, I know how I've understand a little, but not exactly precise about where NFP is going to start from. But I have a range which I'm anticipating for NFP to cover, begin from beginning to the end. So it might cover extensively more than that range, but yeah, that is the range I am looking out for, and that is the range I want you to pay attention to get from this video. So what you are looking at is our EU. This is the EU current price, and we have seeing yesterday we call out that we not expecting price to go all the way back to this place before, yeah, we're not expecting that. And also our highest expansion yesterday was this previous day high, which is our previous day high and the fair value gap. And yes, price did not even get close to there. And I was saying on that video that yesterday that you guys should pay attention to how the dollar is trading today, because whatever the dollar trades today will tell us what CPI is more likely to do. You can see ahead of the ahead of the NFP, price has been, driving lower, so they need to keep the market around this area before NFP. So what I'm even looking out for next is that EU will likely seek for this low. So imagine if I am going to trade EU, let's say I want to, with my perspective and the knowledge I have, I want to take a trade. I don't trade the news, and I usually take a lucrative what, if you understand what I mean by lucrative, that is a very very good trade after NFP or news event. So I'm going to wait for the news is going to be 8:30 New York local time. So you're going to wait for 9:30 or 10 before you engage in the market. By that time, everything has settled down. So looking at it this way, right? I don't support that. Even if we are going to get bearish tomorrow, EU should come all the way down to this our turtle soup. So I'm going to take this TS out, this turtle soup out. There is no reason behind EU coming except the news event is bearish, then that is when we are going to see is bearish for EU, then that's when we are going to see EU come all the way down to this point. But since our news event projection is bullish, so that it is, you know, prepare us for the monthly um, market delivery, then we're going to see EU. I can't still expect the EU to come all the way down to this area, take this low before going higher. So sorry, I didn't place that right. So the most part is this today low is likely to be taken before EU continue going higher, and this low might still be retested too, but it's as far as you can see it is from the current trading price. Yeah, it is still effective and price can seek for it. But yes, the 50% between this area and this area, if you take a trade and you add another you add the remaining 50% to make a stop, then you can actually take a trade there and cover your losses, cover the area that market might swept. All right, but trading the news is not something you should go after. All right, but yes, it is predictable sometimes, but most of the time it's not predictable. But there are circumstances you focus. Those are the things I am showing on this video, and I'm telling you the reasons. I don't only tell you price is going to do this, is going to do that. I gave you basis behind what price is doing and how it is doing it. So I'm not taking record credit for what I have not even done yet, but yeah, hey, pay attention and follow me gradually. We've seen that EU price remain around this fair value gap on the 4 hourly time frame. We fail to take the takes this the body of the candle, right, fail to price or close below this fair value gap, which means that this fair value gap is still in fact intact for and still affect price delivery. So on the utmost part, that is basically what I am looking out for. But yeah, I still support overall that EU is going to be bullish. There is no reason to go down to the lower time frame to be telling you this and that. All you have to pay attention to is where we are trading before, maybe an hour before NFP. If an hour before NFP price is trading especially below today low, then that is a very amazing area to see price seek for. So let's go to the SY. In contrast to the dollar index, like just like I've shown you guys yesterday, that I was expecting the dollar index to come all the way to this all the way to this volume imbalance. But yes, we also fall short of it, and today candle is an insider day candle for both currency pairs. So now we are anticipating for the dollar to come all the way down to this um, down to our daily CRT candle. This is our CRT high has been taken and we are seeking for CRT low. Now, what do you know about CRT? And this particular CRT candle is our range candle. Well, whatever I explain here, you can go and apply it to EU and you will see what I am trying to explain. So there's no need for me to explain it here and explain it on EU again. So you see that what how do we trade our CRT candle? If we are buying, we want to buy at premium. Sorry, if we are buying, we want to buy at discount, and if you are selling, we want to sell at premium. So where is price actually trading now on according to this CRT candle? We are still in what? Premium. Now, what if price open tomorrow and is still showing or pricing higher deep inside the premium? Then that is giving us even more position to be in, so which is very lucrative uh, position. We don't trade the XY, we use the XY in contrast to EU. If you, because I, that is my major area, my specialist is EU. I specialize in trading EU on a daily, especially daily time frame. I do GBP, but somehow like maybe weekly trade or daily trade. If I see a daily nice um um a very nice daily CRT candle on the GBP, which is cable, yeah, I will engage on higher time frame, but I don't waste my time looking for lower time frame setup like I do on the dollar, on the EU, which is euro US dollar. So the most part, if the dollar is going to be bullish, or if the NFP is going to be bullish tomorrow, then we can expect price to come all the way back up to this previous month 50% candle range, which is August candle range 50%. So, but anyway, as long as we still favor bearish candle, sorry, bearish month, then there's no need to be afraid of expecting price to go all the way to that area. So the our highest expansion tomorrow is mostly below this daily shares that I'm not expecting price to come all the way down to this area tomorrow, no matter how fast it wants to deliver. But no, I don't. I don't expect I don't expect the NFP to go that far. So that is it much on the dollar index. I said I'm not going to go more lower, but let me just explain the 4 hour, since it's a news event, so there's no need in explaining a lot, because there is manual intervention coming in, so whatever you see might actually be bypassed. So I call out this our daily opening gap yesterday, and I told you guys that price is likely to recoup it and remain on that range, and exactly that is what we see in today's price. So, and I think this daily opening gap might still, which is a liquidity void, might still have effect in tomorrow price, although price can trade all the way higher and take this previous day high before going lower. But yeah, we don't want to see on the 4 hourly time frame maybe the 4 hourly candle close above it. So this is basically our projection for tomorrow, but pay attention and have your eyes on where price is trading for tomorrow, because that is where it is going to say a lot, and it's going to mean a lot if you pay attention. So now sit with me and let's go to the cable, which is the GBP US dollar. So on GBP, if we are going to have a spike tomorrow, you all know what spike is. That kind opening, when the market open, you just see a wick. It's not that you even saw the price trade down to that area before going. You just see candle wick already touch that price before going. All right, and if you have any position around that area, you might get liquidated, and if you even place a position, you might not get picked. So that is just seek and destroy game. If we are going to have such such things play out yesterday, yes, such things play out tomorrow, then it is going to tap on here. Now look at this other block I call out for you guys yesterday on a on GBP. See how price is respecting the other block. We are sitting above it, so meaning I am still also in support of price coming all the way below this previous day low before going higher. And also my highest target for NFP is this buy side after this our CRT candle high, which is our daily CRT candle high. Then furthermore we can seek for this buy side. Now there's no need for you to be shaking two things happen. If NFP come out and we already see price come all the way, all you have to do is just to wait for it to exhaust. After it exhausts, you can now trade your way back into the volume imbalance the NFP is going to create. As simple as that. So there's no need for you to try to chase it. Why? You can wait and take a reasonable trade. Highest 20, 30 pips is enough if you know what you are doing. You don't need to risk or be expecting for 100, 200 pips and all of that just because you want to feel you want, that means you want to feed your pleasure, not even feel anything, feed your pleasure. But we are not here for this market to feed our pleasure. So this is basically what it is. And in GBP also, I'm expecting price to go higher. So before I tell you about BTC, where what I'm looking out for BTC, and you have seen how this analysis is promising. My daily videos are promising. Please do help me promote this video by commenting on the video, whatever you can say. You can even ask a question and I'll be glad to answer, or and subscribe to this channel. All right, so let's dive to BTC. uh yes, BTC did not surprise me though. It plays out very perfectly. Yeah, somebody who says this is amazing. So we've seen, I call out that BTC is going to fill this area, and this particular candle, which is the previous day candle, is I'm using it as a CRT candle, and we've seen that price has actually swept the CRT candle. Let me take this. This is a trade I took on a lower time frame. Let me take it out. There's no need for it to be there. So we've seen how price trade all the way. Now on a normal circumstances, without expecting any news event, we could actually see today price into this fair value gap and take our CRT high, and we'll be done for the day. But that was not the case. So what am I looking out for? DXY, sorry, what am I looking for BTC to do tomorrow during NFP? If dollar is going to be bearish for tomorrow, we are going to see in the opening of the NFP, price is going to come all the way back up to this our weekly fair value gap and the daily CB before price starts going to go lower. So this is majorly what is likely to we are likely to see on EU tomorrow, but sorry, on Bitcoin tomorrow. But you should take note of this fair value gap, right? Because we are going to remain around this fair value gap or below it before the news event, or we are going to see a sharp move even before the news event, so that price is going to go lower. So if BTC is going to be bearish tomorrow, what will happen to Ethereum? What will happen to your BNB? What will happen to your Sol? We're going to see bearish move, but we are going to see initial bullish move before any bearish move. But it's not going to sustain that for long though. Like I have my eyes at 97k, 97k, 98, from 95, 98, 97. I want to see price return back up. So this is what I'm expecting for Bitcoin to do tomorrow. So this is basically our CRT candle. We've seen a sweep and price is still here, and that the fair value gap I call for you guys, the even this was not even yesterday, day before yesterday on 4-hour time frame, which is on Monday. Yeah, see how price came back into it, but it's no longer very valid. Why? Because the body of the candle is closing inside of it, almost below it. But if you look back here, we have our order block here, which we see how price is respecting it. So basically we are going to see price around this area although price might actually weak. You know, if you know Bitcoin, you know Bitcoin can have a long week, destructive week. Look at something like this, like this, like this. So it can have a long week. So we might see a long week lower, right, even below this area before going higher, or we might see a long week high that will tap into this, then we reject back, because that is what basically what I'm expecting for Bitcoin to do. I want us to price here, then we use the daily order block or the inefficiency to continue going lower. So this is just a retracement and a continuation. All right, retracement, expansion. All right, that is the phase I am looking out for on Bitcoin. So thank you so much for taking your time to watch this video, and if you really get help or if it really gives you an insight, you can subscribe. And also, if you want to learn more about trading, you can join my Telegram channel where I share my daily analysis for free for you guys to watch. Or if you want to take, you can take as a signal for you, but it's free. There is no paid environment here for now. And also, yeah, you can DM me privately for any form of what private mentorship or teaching. I would say I'm not equipped enough to be a mentor, but I have much understanding that I believe I can share with you an insight that is going to be beneficial. So thank you and see you on the